Hello. This is Hiro from Leathercraft School. Welcome to day 2 of intermediate course. In the last lesson, we covered the importance of leather knives to make skiving much easier. So in this lesson, let's talk about which leather knives should we choose. What tools do you need to keep the sharpness of blades? And especially skiving knives for sanding the leather. Let's dive in. First, let's talk about what leather knife to choose. The tool I recommend is the Japanese style skiving knife. I use the 1.5 inches wide blade length. Despite its name, it's not just for skiving. It can also cut out leather pieces. Shape corners. And skive with just one tool. Prices range from $30 for budget options to over $200 for high-end models. However, no matter which one you choose, you will need to maintain the blade because the sharpness will dull over time. For beginners, I recommend starting with a 36mm or 1.5 inches wide blade, as it provides a good balance of control and ease of sharpening. Next, let's talk about how to keep the blade sharp. To keep your leather knife in top shape, you will need 2 whetstones, 800 to 1000 grit, and finishing whetstones around 3000 grit. Flattening stone, a stone used to flatten your whetstones. Polishing compound, a metal polish. Start by using 800 to 1000 grit whetstone to shape the blade. Then finish with a 3000 grit stone for a smooth, sharp finish. And the flattening stone helps keep your whetstone flat. The whetstone is of course clean and flat right after you get it. But after you use it a few times, the area you often use will be shaved and become bumpy. Even if you sharpen with a bumpy whetstone, your blades will not sharpen and keep dull. So after sharpening a leather knife with a whetstone, it is important to make the whetstone flat using a flattening stone and a polishing compound, which I also introduced in the beginner course. With these 4 essential tools, your leather knife will stay sharp and effective for a long time. I've included links to these products in the description of this video, so feel free to check them out. So far, we have been talking to those who want to cut out and skive leather with a single leather knife. But from here, as we talked about in the previous lesson, we will talk about those who want to cut out leather pieces with a different tool and need a separate knife for skiving. But this knife is optional, and since this knife will be hard to sharpen, if you are purchasing a leather knife for the first time, I recommend that you purchase Japanese style skiving knife. For those who prefer using a different tool for cutting and want a dedicated skiving knife, here's an option. This Sharpening skiving knife is designed specifically for thinning leather. The ease of skiving depends on the area of the blade's heat with the leather. For example, when skiving with the Japanese style skiving knife, the entire blade hits the leather at the same time, which causes a lot of pressure on the blade. However, when the knife is rounded like this, the blade tip doesn't hit the leather at the same time, but little by little. So the knife will get a smaller pressure than others, and it is easier to thin the leather. Of course, as I said earlier, the size of the knife is also relevant since it is determined by the amount of blade hitting the leather. The smaller the leather knife makes skiving smoother. However, the smaller the knife also means the smaller the area that can be skived at once, so smaller is not always better. I've also linked recommended skiving knives in the description of this video, so feel free to check them out. That's all for today. How was the lesson? Some of you might be thinking, buying skiving knives, sharpening stones will cost $200 to $300. Well, not necessary. If you follow my recommendations, you can get all 5 essential tools around $80 and still achieve a sharp leather knife. In the next lesson, I will show you how to sharpen the Japanese style skiving knife with whetstone. Thank you for watching until the end. If you enjoyed today's lesson, please give me a like and subscribe for more Leathercraft tips. See you in the next lesson. Bye.